Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about multiplying 2 digits by 1 digit. And like everything else, there are so many different ways and strategies to solve these kinds of problems. But I want to show you a strategy that is going to help when we get into 2-digit times 2-digit. So, one way that I could do this, 32 times 6, is I could take 32, 32, 32. That's 3 32s. And we know that multiplication is repeated addition. So 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. If this is 3 6s and this is 3 6s, I could add that together to get 192. That's one way to do it. But is that a good way if my problem was 32 times 66? Do you really want to do that 66 times? Me neither. So I'm going to show you a strategy, and it's just a way to set it up. 32, I can also write 32 as tens and ones. So 32 is the same as 30 plus 2. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. 32 is the same thing as 30 plus 2. So now I can take 6, I can multiply 6 by 30, I can multiply 2 times 6. Does anybody know what 30 times 6 is? It's the same idea as the tens, multiplying by tens and hundreds. I take 3 times 6, and how many zeros do I have? 1. So it's 180. 2 times 6 is 12. I can put that back together and get 192. And what that's called is partial products. Remember, products is the answer to a multiplication problem, and that is part, breaking it up into parts. That's what I'm going to do in the strategy that I want to show you, but I'm going to put it into partial product boxes. And I like to abbreviate PPB, partial product boxes. And this is the strategy that's going to help you when you get into 2-digit times 2-digit and 3-digit times 3-digit. I'm going to make box, and I'm going to take 32 and split it into tens and ones. 30 plus 2. And I'm going to separate my tens and my ones. I am multiplying 32 times 6. This is the same thing I did a minute ago. I'm just putting it into boxes now. 6 times 3 is 18 with 1 0. I multiply above and to the left. 2 times 6 is 12. I add that back together and get my answer. Let's do the same thing with 54 times 8. I'm going to separate 50 and 4. 50 plus 4 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40, but don't forget to add that 0. I need 2 zeros there. 8 times 4 is 32, so if I put it back together, 432. One more example, and then I'm going to give you 2 to do in your notebook. 63 times 4. 63 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24 with 1 0. 4 times 3 is 12. Put it back together, 252. Easy enough? I'm going to give you 2 to do in your notebook if you're watching this on the video, and then when you come to the teacher table, we'll see how you did and we'll do more practice. Your examples that you're going to do in your notebook is 37 times 5 and 84 times 7. I know that we're still working on our multiplication strategies, but if you get stuck on a multiplication fact like 8 times 4, be sure and use your poster, show them the poster, right over here to help you with that, or some of the multiplication strategies that I've showed you in other videos. Good luck!